formats within what our expertises are. And for a consultant to go into a client and to work with their people, they typically are going to be somewhat resistant, but that you're the consultant because you knew something else. Or you might know a different question to ask frequently. And I think that's what we did, is we hired a very good firm to help us, walk us through this. They did good research. As we sit back and we breathe about it, I think we got what we paid for, and I think hopefully we will continue to do so. The train is getting to leave the station. We're seeing things starting to happen in the town, and we want to be able to maintain control of it. As Jaha point, there's going to probably be a closing today, and then we're going to have some more residential property that's we're aware of that's going to come downtown. There's been people talking about what to do with Market Square and City Center, and the train's in the station. It's loaded and it's ready to go, and we want to be able to be the ones to control that. So I don't think this is a time to. I think this is the time just to move forward. We've made the commitment. I think we're doing the right thing for the long haul.
And we can't fail to we did Aqua did extensive research, and that it was a very wide array of the population. And so it's kind of late to, that the logo was created based on this research. And I would almost dare say that any issues we see probably may come from our insecurity as a board, because it's kind of like, if we're not behind it, then it's like, why should people be behind it? But the question of why we should do it right now, that allegiant development, if there's one thing right now, if we don't clearly define who we are and what we are, we're done. And so this is something, we have no option on this. We have to, at this point, really put who we are into the universe. We really, this is not something we're depending on this and that. We have to do this. We have to do this, and we can tell by, again, our commercial residential ratio, by our reserves. All those things show that what we've needed this piece of who we are and how we project ourselves, and the dynamics around our city within 30 minutes away of us. We have to be clearly defined as what Punta Gorda is. We can't be amorphous like we've been for a while.
But I understand the residents' issues of, I guess, showing a sensitivity. We're not going to go out and put new logos on all of the trucks, all the vehicles, right off the bat. I don't think so.
No, over time.
Over time. So I think that showing that there is a sensitivity to, we realize there are all these things going on, that, Irma has come along and thrown a little wrench in the fire, but I just wanted to bring it up for us.
But we are going to have the logo on the new trash cans right out the gate, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, because I think also our residents need us to, when we make decisions, to make decisions. Like these parking spots here. If we waffled on that, we'd have to redesign our diagonal parking. It's one of those things where if we vote on something, it's voted on, and we really should be secure with our decisions and just fulfill them.
Do you have anything else? Jaha, comments?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yes. Happy.
Citizens' comments, any topic, please make your way to the podium. You have 3 minutes. Citizens' comments.
Yes, my name is Gary Satterfield. I live at 828 Via Familia. I didn't put my hearing aids in this morning, so I didn't hear something earlier I have a question about. Just before you took your break, you were talking about the methodology of the project for the cut-through, and you were talking about a straw vote. Was there a decision made? Did the council make a decision what they're going to do?
We accepted the methodology that was presented, and then we decided by 3 of us consensus that we were not going to do a straw poll.
Okay, thank you.
Citizens' comments, any topic?
This is a copy of an email that
Okay, you got to speak into the microphone.
that's a copy of an email that I sent. Karen Turnbull, Punta Gorda Isles. That's a copy of an email I sent to you yesterday. The Neighbors Giblin and Nickerson methodology report that was commissioned to address the methodology for the cut-through cites Florida statute section 197.3632, indicating that assessments on properties must be fairly and reasonably apportioned among the benefited properties. They also cited the Supreme Court held that the manner of the assessment's apportionment could vary, provided that the amount of the assessment for each property does not exceed the proportional benefits it receives as compared to other properties. Last year, according to Charlotte Seawalls, the cost of seawall replacement was $400 per foot. a 30-foot seawall property, then would receive a $12,000 seawall replacement benefit for the $550 fee they pay. A 200-foot seawall property would receive an $80,000 benefit for that same fee. That's a difference of $68,000 in terms of seawall replacement benefits that property owners receive for the same $550 fee. If the cost of seawall replacement were to go up just $100 to $500 per foot, the 30-foot seawall property would gain a $3,000 in benefits. The 200-foot property would gain $20,000 in seawall replacement benefits. Clearly, the current seawall fee assessment method does not meet the standards cited in these statutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Harvey Goldberg, Punta Gorda. Congratulations on moving ahead with the cut-through project. I think it's well needed and going to be a benefit to our community. One question, at one time there was discussion about, early on, about possible external funding for this project from our grants that might be available. I didn't know if that was still a consideration to be pursued. And happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Thank you.
Same to you, Harvey.
Yeah.
Once we have a permit and once we have a defined cost, one of the areas we're looking at applying for, whether we get it or not, I don't know, is MAC, Marine Advisory Committee. But we need to have, in order to apply for them, you need to have a permit. We need to know we have a project and we need to have the cost. We've been successful with other MAC grants. We'll try again.
Sounds good. Any other citizens' comments? Any topic? We are adjourned.